Hi everyone, welcome back to Adobe Live at the Adobe Symposium 2019 in Sydney. I'm very lucky to be joined with Martina Martian. How are you?
I'm good, yeah. No, I'm very excited to be here, yeah.
Excellent. And also Pazut, and I'm going to say your last name.
Yes,
I've been
sure.
practicing it. Wutigornsombatkul.
Closely.
Oh,
Really close.
we were doing it outside and I felt like I kind of got it.
It's a
good.
solid effort.
It's good, yeah.
So how have you found the symposium so far?
It's very, very nice. It's very useful for the marketing way, yeah.
Have you seen any good speakers?
Yeah, there's been a few amazing speakers. I've been more excited about meeting other artists here, I gotta say. Yeah, like definitely that's the part I enjoy the most, is just meeting people and yeah, getting to talk.
So
Yes.
the reason we're talking to you guys is obviously you guys are part of the Made Here,
Yep.
which is bringing different artists together who haven't worked together before, who are maybe working in different processes,
Yeah.
different styles completely.
Exactly. Like, I mean, we haven't met before, I think yesterday. and
Wow.
Yesterday.
yeah, yesterday was our first time meeting and Adobe like basically asked if we wanted to collaborate and it's
Yes.
been, yeah, it's kind of interesting to be partnered up with someone I might not have worked with otherwise and yeah, collaborate for this campaign where we basically create an artwork together.
Yeah.
So why do you think they put you guys together?
I'm not sure, but maybe we are illustrator
Yeah.
and we have like a very cute thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm not sure.
Yeah, we
Right.
both make cute work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that.
Positive work? Really
Yeah.
positive
She's so
work.
amazing for her art, her work, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That's right.
Yes. No, I'm so pleased to discover your work. It's amazing as well.
So quite different color styles, I would say, color schemes.
Yeah.
'Cause your thing is bright.
Yeah, my work's very bright and colourful, and he works a little bit more with muted colour tones.
Yes.
Yeah, our styles, I think from the outset, like they're not similar at all. Like we don't have similar styles. Like we have similar themes, I would say. We discovered that from talking about it, that we both kind of create work that at the end of the day is about making people happy.
Yes.
So that was kind of
Yes.
like, because they didn't tell us why they partnered us together. So we had to kind of figure this out ourselves and just be like, why did they want us to work together?
But I think it would be awesome.
Yeah.
So for anyone in the audience, if you've got any questions, please jump onto YouTube and you can ask questions right there.
I love questions.
But to start, let's should we have a look at some of your work so
Yeah.
the audience knows what sort of stuff you do?
Yeah, yeah.
So let's go to your Instagram page.
This is my Insta.
I'll let you drive.
Yeah, okay, so I am an illustrator, I'm a designer. Nowadays, I'm kind of just calling myself an artist. I feel like that just is less restrictive because
I
I
love
do.
the fact that you say still blossoming. That's-
Yeah, still blossoming. I've still got a lot of growth to do, and I think that's kind of what I talk about a lot in my work. It's all about growing and self-improvement, but also just embracing that journey of becoming your best version of yourself. So yeah, my work's very personal. I never just create work that is random quotes or positive quotes. It's always quotes from my own diary, quotes that are like mantras I want to embody, and yeah. So yeah, very colorful, very bright. Recently I did this installation, which was for Adidas, which was super exciting.
That's
It's
amazing.
very cool.
Yeah, so that was like such a new step for my career because I've always done some sort of level of interactivity with my work, but this was like literally bringing my work to life and putting it in a physical space and letting people like quite literally run through it. So
What is that made out of?
it's made out of like what you create like event signage out of. So
Right.
it's like not foam core, I can't remember what it's called, like
But
core
similar,
flux.
like-
Yeah,
like
similar
quite a
kind of thing.
lightweight,
Yeah,
yeah.
a very lightweight material.
It's amazing. I mean, it
Yeah.
looks like it's almost just drawn onto the photo because it just looks so.
That's-
it's just so your style. So it's
Exactly,
brilliant.
like it printed really vibrantly, and yeah, they did a really great job. And I had like a little team to help me assemble it. It was such a learning curve, like thinking about design differently, thinking about it physically and 3D. And I think that's what my my whole practice has been about this year. It's been, oh, why can't I exit? I don't know how to use these new Macs.
Maybe hit the X. there.
Maybe hit the eggs, yeah. But yeah, this year I've just been about bringing my work to life, whether it's through installations or whether it's through a bit of augmented reality or, animated stickers. It's all about just kind of getting away from being too 2D and too
Yeah.
static, yeah.
Now, have you found that your process needs to change because of that?
Definitely, because I think I've always created work in a 2D sense, and I don't know, it's a very different way of thinking, because I have to think about literally how people are going to use it and think about my audience a lot more. And it's been an interesting challenge, though. It's been really, interesting to think about.
Now, you've got one there, how to use Instagram AR filters.
Yeah.
This is an area that you're stepping into, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is like my new thing, my latest project. I'll show. So yeah, Instagram came out with this new feature, which is face filters basically, but they're user created. So I'm one of the first couple of artists that's been able to create face filters for you to use. And when I got approved, it was kind of a moment, because I applied on a whim and just like put my name down, and then I got an email saying like, you've been approved to create face filters, and I was like, okay, I should probably learn how to make them. Should probably learn that program. So I spent a couple of weeks like learning this brand new program. I'd never done anything 3D before. It was just like a whole new realm of design, and I was really proud of myself in the end, because I managed to do it, and now I think I've got over 4 million views of my face filters.
Wow.
Yeah. So people are using them. That's good. And yeah, that's me, and that's awkward. I don't want to look at myself. I can't act. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing lately.
That's excellent. So, and you hinted at that, like, there's more kind of AR stuff to come.
Yeah, so this is kind of, I think, the starting point, like a very basic starting point for me getting into more AR design, because, yeah, I really want to make stuff that people can not collaborate, but immerse themselves into and interact with. And
it's been a real theme. Like, we had Mark Amatic on yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And just that really, like, it just takes it to a whole another level. And
absolutely. I think it's the future for design right now in terms of art. I think we're heading that way. Everything's becoming a lot more VR, AR. So yeah, you've got to jump on that train. Like, it's exciting. And I think I always thought, like, my works, it doesn't look like a lot of the AR stuff that you see.
No.
Like, I feel like right now there's a certain aesthetic to like 3D work and AR stuff, and my work doesn't look like that. So it took me a long time to feel like I could enter that space. You know, like I created AR filters, but it's literally like flowers and really cute stuff. So yeah, I think I'll be doing something a bit different.
And so one of the things that a lot of people have been bringing up about AR is that this opportunity to bring narrative into their artwork. Is that something because your artwork with the narrative in it would be amazing. Yeah,
it would be really interesting to explore, and I think that's where my challenge has been in terms of growing as an artist this year, is like really taking it to that next level. Like, what will my work say beyond one message? Like, it's got to be a journey and a whole story, and what would that look like? Yeah.
So, talking about narrative, though.
Yes.
See that segue?
Yeah,
that was very nice. Let's have a look at some of your work and get you to introduce yourself.
Yes, so I'm a illustrator as well. And do you know the Tuaklom means? You know?
No.
Yeah. I would like to explain. For the Tuaklom, it means like the round body.
Right.
Yes. Oh. You can see on my cartoon character. Right. He has no finger.
Right.
No feet, and bubble head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he very chubby. So I think a few years ago I have only this character, but now he has a friend. He's a dog.
He has a friend.
Yeah. See a dog? Right here. His name is Bingsu.
Bingsu.
Yeah.
I like this one.
This one?
Yeah. You should show it the next one.
Yeah, so
the concept of my illustrator is like I try to motivate people. Yeah, take them like happy, relaxing, and feel calm down. Yes.
Although some of your stuff, there was one where it was like Friday and there was like lots of steps.
Oh yes,
going,
yes.
Which when I saw that on a Monday.
This one.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yes, I know exactly what that feels like.
It's kind of like a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So it's kind of poking fun at the kind of normal things that are in our life.
Yes.
And,
you can see every day.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're releasing like one every day, a couple of times a day?
Yeah, I love to do every single day for my follower and
Every day. Wow.
Almost every day and talk with them as much as I can. Yes. That's why I love to do almost every day, I think.
Yeah, that's really good.
And how long have you been doing it for?
It depends. Some work like 1 hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
But how long have you been doing this?
Oh, like since 2013.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you ever like just wish for a day off?
Is that when you make a piece about that, about wanting a day off?
maybe next time. And have chance to work with the Adobe campaign for the previous campaign on the Lunar New Year and Adobe on colors.
Yep.
It had so much fun with that. Yeah.
What about how often are you posting?
Well, not every day. I actually last night looked at my feed and I was like, oh, it's been a solid week since I've posted on my feed. But I post on my stories every day, definitely. Like, I'm always posting on my stories. But yeah, it's hard to keep up that momentum.
Yes.
Like, you're amazing to me. I can't believe you post every day.
Yeah, I post every day.
Do you have like a backlog of artworks like you have ready to post? Or do you create something new every day?
It depends.
It depends. Okay,
depends.
Yeah, sometimes you might want to go on a holiday.
Yes.
Be on a plane or something like that.
Before I flew here, I make like 2 pieces before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're ready.
I'm ready to post.
But yeah, there is a bit of pressure to post every day, but yeah.
So talking about your collaboration, have you got any ideas? Putting you on the spot.
Yeah, we've discussed it. We've had a little like chat about it. Like I said, we literally met yesterday and we're like, cool, let's collaborate.
Yeah.
But
we can do this.
We can do this, exactly. But that's what's exciting. It's a total challenge. And I don't really get to collaborate with other illustrators very often. Like, there's not usually much opportunity for that. I don't know if you're the same, but usually I collaborate with brands and clients and like someone of a very different medium, but never another illustrator. So
I guess the major difference there is that the brand has a very concise kind of brief of what they need.
That's it. There's not usually that much back and forth, whereas we have a very free brief. Like, it's just like, let's collab. Like, I haven't done that in a while. Yeah. I feel like when you first start being a creative and sort of trying to make connections and make your way in the industry, you do a lot more collaborations like that. Like, you're a photographer, you want to collaborate with these people, and you just you go out there and do a lot more random collaborations because that's how you connect with people. But the further along you get in your career, actually the less opportunity there is to just do fun collaborations because you can. And so I'm really happy that we get to do this. It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's very challenging for me.
Yeah.
Have you done much collaboration in the past?
No. It's the first time. It's my first time here.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of pressure now. I hope it will be good. Yeah.
So we're going to starting to get some questions through, which is awesome.
Oh, yay.
So we've got one from Brittany Hafren. Do you have any advice on how to make your color palette cohesive for your Instagram without feeling restricted by the colors?
Yeah, I've talked about this a bit. Like, I tend to stick to around the same 5 colors. I don't know if you're the same. Do you stick to the same?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah. And I do, like, I don't know. I think it's important to be consistent to some sort of color theme, but also not be afraid to change it because you have to evolve. Otherwise, you just get bored. And as soon as you're restricting yourself, then, like, it comes through. People can tell. You're bored with your work, they're going to be bored with it as well. So, yeah.
So if we asked you on the spot what your colors are,
my colors?
You could tell us exactly?
Yeah. Not like the codes or anything. No, not that specific.
Can we have the hex code, please?
I always, the hex code, I always use pink. I love like a burnt orange right now, a lilac purple, turquoise green, and sometimes a blue. Oh, always yellow. Yeah. So there's like 5 or 6 colors. They're my solid, and they're all bright as well. Like, so I think that's why my work's quite bright because my color palette is. Yeah.
What about you? Do you have a certain?
Same thing. Like I mostly use the yellow. For his shirt.
Oh yeah.
His t-shirt. I always use the color, yellow color. Yes.
Right.
But yeah, besides that, you're pretty neutral tones because of your characters. They're not brightly colored. They're like
Yes.
very different.
I try to stick character.
Yeah.
Don't change any. Sorry, don't change too much.
Don't change too much. Yeah, exactly. No, when I look at my work like a few years ago, I've definitely changed my color palette, but really not that dramatically. Like it's still at the end of the day, there's pink and it's bright. So yeah, like you got to evolve, but yeah. No.
So for someone starting out,
how do you settle on that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just instinct, and you got to be confident in what you like as well. Like, be confident in your taste. Don't just go for colors because that's what's trending right now. Like, really be confident in your own taste, and that lends itself to all areas of becoming a designer and an artist. Like, you have to, at the end of the day, like your own work, like, and be confident in that. So, yeah, go for your instinct, your gut.
There's one from Nicola Hanlon.
I'm recognizing some of these names.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Do you have any motivational advice?
Motivational advice.
Actually, that is from. Can you help me with that name? Nixel Pizarra.
Nixel Pazut. Do you have any motivational advice?
How to keep going? Like you seem like the person who's pumping one thing out every day.
Yeah, I'm impressed by you. You post every day.
How do you keep
First
the
thing,
fire?
I think you have to have like the passion to do everything and keep going. Don't give up.
That's it.
I think that is important thing.
You gotta have
But after 6 years, how do you?
Oh, at least a long time, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think if you're willing to do it regardless of if you're getting paid, that's real passion. Like, I would still be drawing every day, even if it wasn't my job. Like, that's what I want to do. So that's where you find your passion, I guess.
Can we talk about your process a little bit? So you said yours takes about a couple of hours to kind of produce. Can you take us through the process that you follow?
You mean
so you're drawing on iPad?
On Wacom.
Yep.
On Photoshop. It's more. All my artwork is done on Photoshop. Yeah.
Are you sketching before?
Yeah, sketching before and put the line. And after that colors.
And then
So you use Photoshop for everything?
Yes.
Wow, you must have been so excited. They said that full of Photoshop is coming to iPad.
iPad, yes.
So maybe you will be using an iPad soon.
I'm still waiting.
So ready.
How is your process different?
Mine, it changes definitely, but I always start on paper. Like I always have a journal with me. I've got it now. Like I've always got a journal, and I'm kind of always doing like sort of thumbnail versions of my artwork. So I'm not doing a full artwork, but I'm doing little ideas, and I'm circling the ones that I like, and those are the ones that I'll then take to either like Adobe Draw on the iPad or Adobe Illustrator on my desktop, and I'm drawing it that way. And I'm always working in vectors though, I have to say.
Always in vectors?
Yeah.
So is that going to be an interesting thing for your collaboration, because you're obviously...
Yeah, we're in different programs. We didn't talk about these.
Same program, it's okay. So you start with Adobe Sketch, right?
Adobe Draw.
Draw.
Because that's vector.
Okay.
So you're raster, I'm vector. Interesting.
Yes.
But
I guess the hardest, we were talking about it before, sometimes collaborations end up being like just... I hand you something and you just do something on top of it.
Yeah.
But like a true collaboration means that it's like...
It's back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, it goes back and forth.
100%. And I think it's pretty easy to bring Photoshop into Illustrator. Luckily, it's pretty seamless across programs. So we won't have any trouble with that. But I hope it's more like a back and forth thing rather than like, here's my piece, draw on top of it. Like, that wouldn't really be a true collaboration.
So what's going to happen with the work that you produce? Is it live in socials?
Yeah.
Or is it going to turn into something? Because obviously that's an area that you're excited about.
I think for this one we're just doing digital and it's going to live in our socials. But of course it's quite open. So if we want to go a bit further with it, we could. Never know.
No pressure. So we've got a couple other things. A couple of questions I wanted to ask were really about how you're going to, like, I guess, collaborate together. Is that going to be like
like logistically.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Because like you're dealing.
Well, that's what we've still
with a
got
lot
to
of
figure
distance.
out. You don't know.
We talk later.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's funny because I mean, with a client, because I've collaborated with brands usually, and I just did a collaboration with Nike, and it's kind of like we discuss it a little bit, settle on a brief, and then I deliver. But with this, it's like we'll discuss it a little bit, but not one of us is coming up with the brief. Like we kind of have to come up with it together, and then I don't know. It's going to be very different. I don't know.
Putting you guys under a lot of pressure here.
There'll be a lot of messaging across oceans.
Where are you getting your inspiration from?
For me, I think when people ask me, they usually expect me to say like, oh, I go to these websites, I follow these artists, and I go to these galleries. But for me, like my most like where I get the most inspiration is just from changing my environment. And yeah, like I really do think that that's what sparks my passion and motivates me to create, is just by switching up my environment and immersing myself in the world a little bit. Like I love that as an artist we can kind of count experience as research and as part of our practice, because it is like, I think you can't expect to contribute new work to the world unless you are a part of it and immersing yourself in that conversation. Like, so, I mean, whether it's literally going to a gallery or just stepping outside and just going for a walk and resetting your brain a little bit, like that always helps me so much with inspiration. And going to events, like being part of things is just so important.
So I saw you talk at a conference recently, and you had some amazing pictures of you kind of sitting out and amazing. Was that Scotland?
Yeah, Scotland. Yeah. Like I've drawn from like every kind of environment, definitely. Like I've sat like on a beach in Greece. I've sat in a little cabin in the mountains of Slovakia.
Wow.
I sat on a train going across Scotland. I went to Guatemala. Like I'll sit on a rooftop in New York. Like anywhere. Like I do pride myself on being very flexible, because I just think, at the end of the day, for me, if I can create from anywhere, it may as well be somewhere beautiful. It might as well just be somewhere else. And so that's really important to me. Yeah.
What about you? Where's your inspiration stem from?
That I told you, like I love to make people feeling relaxing, calm down, and it's about life. I try to draw, like try to make people do not stress. The real life.
So then is there any, I mean, you said there's no particular artist that you're really excited about. Is there any artists that you're really excited about, that you look at their work, and apart from Martina's?
It's funny though, I speak to a lot of artists and we all kind of say the same thing. We're all kind of like, oh yeah, like I've seen these artists doing cool things, but none of us, at least the ones that I speak to, have like a really specific idol. And I think that's why.
So is that a conscious thing to make sure?
I think so. Like I never feel comfortable if I'm putting another artist on a pedestal too much or drawing too much inspiration. Like, because there's always, you should be your inspiration.
There's always that fear that you'll pick up something subliminally and
and
that'll start appearing in your work as well.
Yeah, you've got to really diversify your sources of inspiration, and that's where I think changing your environment all the time is really good. And I don't think I don't have like an artist I idolize or anything like that. No.
What about sort of like stepping back into sort of like history, I guess, history of art and that kind of stuff? There's a few artists I've been talking to, and they said exactly the same thing. They're not really looking around them at the moment, but they do go back and kind of look at certain like artists from before.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely like inspired by periods of time. Like right now I'm quite influenced by like the 60s, and I'm really like, you can see all the florals and like some of the colors I'm using. I'm very inspired by 60s artworks, but still like I am trying to put my own spin on it, and it's still like very much Martina's work. But like I know that I've subconsciously been kind of taking on a bit of 60s inspiration, and I've drawn a lot of inspiration from the 80s before, like, and it's more like that whole period of design and art, not just like one artist, just like the general mood. The vibe.
And do you have anything like that you kind of look at, like your kind of?
No.
You go own.
Yeah.
I love that you're like, no.
Sorry for my English.
So we've got the collaboration coming up.
Yeah.
What other stuff have you guys got going on in your own practice? that we should be excited about? Obviously, you've got the AR stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I wanted to let you speak about your work a bit, but yeah, I'm doing a lot of AR filters. I'm releasing a new one, I think, tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the main thing with the AR filters is that when you create a face filter, in order to upload it, you have to have a demo video first, like to show it works.
Right, okay.
And like people will see that demo video. And that's what I struggle with the most is like taking a selfie video, using my filter and like looking cute. And so I have all these filters ready, but I just haven't taken a video using them, so I can't put them up. But yeah, that's what's happening.
And are you trying? You said you got quite a few ready.
I've got a few ready.
You're trying to release them in kind of.
Literally, I would release them all tomorrow if I had the videos. But yeah, no, it probably smarter to stagger them a bit. But no, it's such an exciting new feature, and I think we're seeing now that AR is becoming more part of people's everyday lives. Like if it's part of everyone's daily Instagram use, that's so exciting. Like I think for a long time the technology was there, and we saw AR and VR, but we didn't know what that would look like as part of our everyday life, and we're getting to that point now where it's like becoming more normalized, and we're getting a bit more creative and artistic with it.
And the tools.
And the tools are becoming more accessible. Exactly. I think someone was talking about Adobe Aero is coming out or is out. I want to use that and all the programs to learn.
There's so much to learn.
There's so much,
What about, have you got any future things coming up?
I think I'm thinking about my own product.
Oh.
Yes, like the bag, the fabric bag, some hat, some cups, coffee cup, because I'm a coffee addict.
Yes.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, I'm looking for that.
I feel that would tie in really well as well, because a lot of your work is about like kind of work culture and like so it would be really fitting to have like a coffee cup. And, that'd be so cool.
I take coffee almost every day.
Yeah.
Coffee work.
Yeah. That's the life.
Yeah, it's my life.
It's the freelance life.
Yes, freelance life.
Coffee.
Yes.
So moving into, have you ever done any animation with your work?
No.
Because that seems to be
just the drawing. Yes.
Yeah.
It seems like your characters there would work really well in that kind of.
Actually, I collaborate with the company in Thailand, but I'm still working. I used to work with Japan Airlines for the calendar.
Cool.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. Very good. Excellent. So we've got all that to look forward to. What are you getting out to anything in the symposium? Any?
Well, it's kind of all wrapping up now. But
it's still quite a few workshops going on, and it's quiet now because like everyone's gone to a workshop.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It was
crazy.
like hectic a minute ago because everyone's eating. But no, all I've got planned for the rest is just like hanging out with a bunch of the artists that are here. Like that's the most important part. And I think as freelancers and as artists, anyone who works for themselves, like we don't often get together and just like, I mean, other people go to an office and they're surrounded by people all day, but like for me, like sometimes getting my coffee is my social interaction of the day. Like I'm just been like working by myself all day. So yeah, I can tell that everyone is just really excited to like be reunited and be around artists and
Because I imagine what you guys are as the kind of influencers and is that you're obviously getting to know each other quite well and seeing each other in completely different places all the time.
Exactly, like
a family.
Yeah, we are like a little family now. Like I've seen a few of them in different cities as well. Like I first met my friend Demis in San Francisco, and then I saw him again in LA, and now he lives like we're here. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Love it.
Yes.
Little family.
Well, that's fantastic. So we've got a new question come through.
Oh.
Is there one piece of work that you're particularly proud of, and why?
I don't know. I'm gonna let you answer first so I can think longer.
Out of your 6 years, is there one piece?
I have one, but in another style.
Another style.
Oh, really?
It's not like the cartoon one. I have drawn the King of Thailand. Yeah, that one is the masterpiece for me.
Right.
You drew the king. That's amazing.
I have done like for 5 or 6 hours for that picture.
Wow.
Yes.
Can we see that? Is it on any?
It's not on the internet. Yeah.
It's not on the internet. Oh my god. Okay. Now I really want to see it.
I'm very, very proud of that.
And so why are you proud of that one?
I love King of Thailand. Everyone knows he's the best king. Yes, and I think his birthday on that time, so I draw him.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
And
so nice.
and so was it obviously a conscious decision to step out of your normal style? Yeah.
Yes.
And how did that come about? You just wanted to try something new?
No, usually I do like 3 style, 3 more style of my
Yeah, he's very
illustrator.
talented. He
Yes,
does a
thank
few
you.
things, yeah.
Actually, on Instagram I have 3 accounts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
Yes.
talked about this
Can-
before. So his Instagram that like we looked at is just his characters.
If you want it, you see
But he
that,
has, like,
Yes, we
I'll show
want.
you.
Other-
Show.
other accounts. This is mind blowing to me.
I use the name is like Mr. Caffeine. This one. Yeah, in a style.
Wow. Okay. So it's
It's like
completely
a
different.
portrait sketch.
And so how
So
are
versatile.
you doing this?
The same.
Same, exactly same tools?
Yeah, same
Yeah.
tools, same
Straight in the
software.
Photoshop?
Yes,
Yeah.
in Photoshop.
Pretty amazing. Like you're using the same
I-
tool, but you can
make
do
it
all these different styles.
And I always use the brown line for the caffeine.
Yeah.
It's the coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I love to draw people.
Yeah. So how so some of these that we're looking at here, like how long did
Oh.
one Wonder Woman take?
5 or 6 hours.
That's amazing. So quick.
It takes so quick.
Like, well, no,
Oh.
compared to what I could do,
okay.
that's like 2 months
Years
for me.
Yeah, 2 months.
So, and what with these, because this is obviously also then touching again on cartoon, comic, but then some of these are incredibly detailed.
Yes. It's a lot of detail here.
And are you doing some of this stuff commercially?
No, that's for sale, the thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. It's one of that ones. I really like that one. That's great.
I think this is really interesting because a lot of artists have lots of different, like they're very skilled and they're very versatile, but you've like clearly chosen to just to brand yourself with
Yes.
with that other account.
Yes.
Which is what I think a lot of artists struggle with, because I do get a lot of people being like, oh, like I love this style and this style and this style, like how do I decide? And I like that you're still like, developing those other styles,
Okay.
but on a different account. So it's just like,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Crazy. It's just for fun.
It's
Yeah.
just for fun, yeah.
I would love to be able to draw that well that I could say it was just for fun.
I know, right? Yeah.
No way. You can
incredible.
try. Yeah.
So and are you going to do anything more with these different styles, or it's
Yeah,
just
sure.
yeah?
Yes.
So merchandise for these as well,
No.
t-shirts.
Yes, he said it's good.
Yeah,
It's
good.
It's good.
So that's wonderful. Okay, well, I think that kind of brings us
Comes to a close.
to the end. So
Yeah.
good luck on your collaboration.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what you actually
No pressure.
produce. Yeah, I know. I know.
It's gonna be
Pressure.
I
good.
feel like every question I was asking, I was like raising the.
I know, and we're like, oh god, like we're excited,
This
but
is
now
really
you put the
serious.
pressure.
Got all these people waiting to see. So
Yeah, no, it's going to be really good. I think the important thing is that we have these values in common with our work,
Yes.
which is, about making people happy and
Yeah.
making people smile. And at the end of the day, good collaboration comes from like an alignment of values rather than style, or rather than, oh, I just want to collaborate with this person because it looks cool. Like,
Yeah.
if you're actually both passionate about an idea or a concept, then that's when really nice, engaging, effective collaboration comes about. So I'm really pleased. It's going to be good.
Yes.
Well, we got another question here.
Oh.
Just come up.
Sneaky one.
How did you draw the King of Thailand?
Yeah.
What tools did you use? So it was just
I just use the brush.
Use the brush.
My own brush.
Like
I-
physically, like, or digitally?
I have to customize them. Like I have the 2 brush, like the pencil, the sketch. It different because the pencil like pencil, but I have my own style brush.
Like your own Photoshop brush that you?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Right.
Cool.
Yes.
Custom
I have
brush.
like 55 brushes
Wow.
on my own.
wow. And so so you were using one of those. And,
Yes.
Yeah. And then
On iPad or on desktop? Photoshop.
Actually, I draw like the same way in the paper.
Yeah.
Just manual.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So, okay, getting on this question. I wanted to ask, because I mean, you've got an amazing number of followers between you. Is that been a really slow burn, or were you kind of thrust into the limelight?
I've gone viral a few times, so that's been helpful. Definitely.
You started viral.
Yeah, like I mean, I think I had like 10,000 followers, and then I created the gift challenge, which was this like thing that went viral on the internet, and so then I like tripled my follower count. It went crazy, but I think people, they place too much importance on going viral because it's not sustainable. Like one artwork will go viral, you'll gain all these followers, but you'll actually lose most of them. And chances are a lot of those people followed you because they liked that one thing that you did. And unless you're going to keep doing that one thing, then they're just going to leave. And also like, yeah, so I had to consciously be like, well, I'm not just creating gift challenges. I'm not just creating this thing that people like. I want to create what I like. And that meant that, yeah, I lost heaps of followers. But in the long term, it's worth it because now I create work that I'm passionate about, not for what my audience is asking for.
So when that happened, though, that must have been...
Yeah, it was pretty exciting because I was like, oh my God, I've gone viral. Like, this is, like, that's great. I have all these followers. Now I can do whatever I want. But no, it's not like having all the followers doesn't actually mean what people think it means. And it's just, it's not actually valuable to have over 100,000 followers if those followers don't care about what you do and don't like, you know, the work that you actually want to create. If they only like one artwork that you made, then it's really restricting, and you just have to be brave enough to not listen to your audience and create what you like at the end of the day.
And what about you? I mean, was it a slow...
Yeah, I go viral like two years ago or 1 year ago. Have you seen the news about the soccer team, the cave rescue in Thailand?
Yes.
That one.
So that's when you really... Because you did quite a few pieces about that, didn't you?
Yes. Three or four pieces for that. Because most of people in Thailand get stressed and worry about the kids. So I try to draw to make them calm down.
So nice.
That's why it's go on viral.
And it's good because you went viral for something that is what you continue to do with your art practice. Like me originally going viral wasn't for something I wanted to continue doing, but I have gone viral since for artworks that I'm passionate about, like my Slow Down series, which is all about telling people to slow down and, you know, enjoy the process. And that's actually what I'm passionate about. And that's the work I'll continue to create always. So I'm like, good, these are the followers I actually want because they care about my work.
I care about my work.
Exactly.
Do you think we are slowing down, or do you think we're just getting faster and faster?
We're getting faster and faster, but I think people are starting to realize that
the
9 till 5 isn't realistic, and that overworking yourself, burning out isn't good. And I'm a big advocate for like complete life balance. Like I don't think that you should live to work. I think you should just enjoy balance of all things.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, guys.
Yes.
And have a great rest of the symposium.
Thank you.
And good luck with your collaboration.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone who hopped on and watched us talk.